What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Box Link and more. We switching gears as you could see from a long Wednesday of boxing to some politics we got coming up. If I ain't already dropped it, to some b-ball, basketball, big ball of bread too. We just dropped a video. We're gonna drop a video about that. But talk about the OKC Thunder. I actually had a rare occurrence where I could sit down and watch a game. I played a FanDuel and I've been getting killed, so I had to step back, and I don't have the time. This is a busy time of year. It's my nephew's birthday yesterday. Turned the big 8. Girlfriend birthday the 15th, and now obviously Christmas is coming as well. So it's definitely grind time, and I'm doing videos and, trying to look at stats too and do FanDuel. It's definitely a hard experience. But I actually got a chance to look at, Oklahoma City. I've been watching them closely. I didn't think it was going to work. I didn't think the head coach was strong enough to demand that respect of belief from the stars. Paul George, Westbrook, and Carmelo Anthony. I didn't think Scott Brooks was strong enough to do that. And he's a good coach and proven to be still a nice coach with Washington. And that starts with Russell Westbrook. And you have another hard-headed, ball-dominant star in Carmelo Anthony that nobody contained. Back when they was making the Western Conference, finals, and it had came out that, he was jealous that Chauncey Billups was getting all the credit for the team actually busting through and making to the Western Conference Finals. And that just told me right there what type of athlete he really is. He's a selfish ball player. Somebody said his career is going to turn out like Allen Iverson. And if anybody that knows me knows Allen Iverson is one of my favorite athletes of all time. Him and Barry Sanders, man, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, to me, it's no one that supersedes those guys, But, Carmelo might end up being so bullheaded, being so stuck in his ways, that he might work his way out the NBA just like Allen Iverson did by not wanting to make his game more versatile. It seems like he's rebounding harder now for Oklahoma City. He is doing that. But does he want to step back and take a lesser role for the better good of the team? Because Paul George will do that. Paul George will get on the defensive end and lock somebody down. Paul George will make the extra pass. Paul George will do everything he needed to do. But it's up for Melo to take that back seat. And it doesn't help that you have a ball-dominant point guard, who wants to get his before you get yours for the most part. And if you get yours, then he got to get his. And then you have this coach who has done nothing on the pro level. He won 2 championships at Florida. But on the pro level, do these grown men respect him as a coach to figure this out and trust them to walk them through this process and get them to get to championship caliber? I think not. And I would hate to see Billy Donovan go. I never thought he was the right guy for the coach when it was Russ and KD. But it's funny how it's just not working with Russell Westbrook. And I made a comment a long time ago. Russell Westbrook will never win a championship playing the way that he plays until his athletic ability dies down and he has to use his mind more than his speed. They put him as a point guard when he really was a 2. And people say, well, that's the way the NBA is trending towards more scoring one guards. True. But it doesn't, look at Steph Curry. You think Russell Westbrook, which he was in this situation I'm about to make the comparison to, you think Russell Westbrook can ever make the sacrifice Steph Curry did for Kevin Durant and for the greater good of the Golden State Warriors before Durant got there? Klay Thompson, 5 for 5. Steph going to continue to feed him. Steph don't care if he get 30,000 points or 30,000 assists. He making an extra pass. He's a selfless athlete. Russell Westbrook, if KD went 5 for 5, then get out of my way. I got to go 6 for 6. I got to go 7 for 7. He's competing for buckets. He's competing for assists. He's competing for stats. He's not doing stuff for the greater good of the team. He don't want to compromise. Melo don't want to compromise. Paul George will, easily. Paul George is not an alpha male attitude in NBA. And we seen that again tonight in Indiana. When he seen it wasn't going his way in Indiana tonight, hey, here was Russ, here Steven Adams, here Melo, you got it. Y'all ride home, I do the dirty work. Is Westbrook and Melo willing to do the dirty work? Absolutely not. And you can put the blame on Melo because where's Westbrook going? He just signed a contract. They need more of a glue guy. And they said, what about Melo coming off the bench? I said, didn't you guys hear what he said? He said he ain't coming off the bench. You feel me? He said, that's dead, B. He ain't coming off the bench. So this team ain't going to go nowhere unless the attitude changes as far as the point guard and a power forward, small forward, whatever the hell he is, and Carmelo Anthony. He's going to have to do something for the greater good and start doing the dirty work like Paul George is. And then, again, you got to hope that Russell Westbrook can develop into the point guard and see the light. People say, well, he getting assists, he getting the triple-double. That don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. You know, it's other plays on the floor that's made on a nightly basis by guys like Magic, Stockton, Bird, you know, like that you won't see in the stat sheet. You know, making an extra pass, getting a hockey assist, you know, doing a little bit of extra something. And Westbrook is all about stats. Until that changes, until he can really develop, and they're going to keep him at the point guard position to develop and learn how to play the point guard position, it's going to be tough. You know, Paul George going to get the hell up out of there. Tell you that right now. And if you don't know what it means to play in the point guard position, getting people in the right position, running plays, getting the ball to the hot guy, all right, knowing when to go on a scoring streak, or knowing when your team needs you to score. You know, just doing the little things. You know, being a communicator, making guys in the right position on offense, making sure your team in the right position on defense. It's kind of like the quarterback / middle linebacker of the NFL. And Russell Westbrook ain't good at it, and that's why it's not working. Not seeing when this happened. I say when they added Melo, I said it's definitely not gonna work. You know, and if Russell Westbrook, is he a willing defender every time down the floor? Absolutely not. We know Melo not. So if they're not willing to do the little things, then they're going to have to get an alpha male in there at the helm that's willing to do it. And what coaches out there that's available that want to do that? You know, who wants to come back? Will these guys respect Jeff Van Gundy? I don't know. You know, if Bird wanted to come back and coach, would they respect Larry Bird? Possibly so. You know, I don't know who else is out there, you know, that will command that respect. You know. And you look at Kyrie turn his game around. People say, oh, he's going to be a ball hog. Kyrie had no problem giving the ball up and making it work. It's Westbrook's turn, but I don't see this ship turning around. It's going to sink all season. We out.